Well, it's day 2 of the Australian Indoor Championships here at Tweed Head Bowls Club, and the marquee players continue to advance through the draw. One of those is Commonwealth Games gold medalist, former world number 1, and continuing the great tradition of the Helensvale players here at Tweed, Mark Casey, who is now through to the quarterfinals. We caught up with him after his round of 16 victory. Mark, you've made it through the quarterfinals of the Australian Indoors, but you didn't have it all your own way, did you?
Yeah, I played against Clive Adams from WA, and he's well known to be a really good player. So I knew, as soon as I saw his name in the draw, I knew he's going to be tough. So I'm wrapped with the win.
The opening to the second set, you were 6 down, and then found 6 of your own to square it up. How'd that all unfold?
Yeah, obviously Clive played a couple of good ends, which I knew he would, and I changed the length. I went short, and I was lucky enough to score a multiple of 4 and put me back into the game.
Australian Open winner earlier this year, and this is an event that you haven't won yet. You've made the final before, so I'm sure it's one that you're keen to get your hands on.
Yeah, the Australian Indoor is always on the main list of the priority list, but it's a hard event to win, and there's many good players still left in the field. So a couple of more games to go, and hopefully I'll be there.
How do you enjoy the indoors as opposed to the outdoor, the circuit?
Yeah, it's excellent. It's good for a change. I wouldn't say I want to play it on all the time, but yeah, the indoor is definitely one date you want to lock in your calendar every year.
As we said, quarterfinals here at the Australian Indoors. Your next opponent are still out in the greens as we speak to you, John Green and Rob McMullen. You know John Green pretty well. What do you know about the other potential opponent you might face in the quarters?
Yeah, obviously Johnny's a good mate of mine, but young Robert, he's from Tasmania and a really good state bowler. So if he gets over the line now, it's going to be a tough game as well.
Mate, you've been selected in the Australian squad for the World Champs in November in Adelaide. Great achievement on your own behalf. What does the year now include for you leading into that really major championship in November?
Yeah, it's obviously great to be selected, but it's going to be a lot of hard work between now and then. As a team, we've got camps and, of course, the Trans-Tasman coming up, which we play against the Kiwis, so we're looking forward to do well there. And just working hard and keep improving, and hopefully we do well in the World Champs.
As an Australian squad member, where does that world champion sort of selection sit in terms of what you can achieve in the sport? Obviously, Com Games is the pinnacle, but certainly this would be pretty high up the list. Yeah, obviously, any time you represent Australia, it's just a great feeling, and it gives me goosebumps now. So hopefully we can win a gold. I've won a silver in the World Champs before, but I'm wanting that gold. So hopefully we can do it now. On a personal note, mate, you're not too sleep deprived. A new addition to the family recently. Hasn't affected your game?
Yeah, young Jackson. He's 15 weeks now, and he's just a dream. He kept us up a little bit the first couple of months, but now he's just perfect. And when you do lose a game of bowls, you go home and it doesn't really matter. So he just makes everything so much better.
Well, from Mark Casey to the defending champions, and day 2 saw both Karen Murphy and Jeremy Henry, both last year's winners of the Australian Indoors, win through to the semi-finals. We caught up with them shortly after their quarter-final matches, and they were both delighted to advance. Karen, the title defence is still on track through to the semi-finals. Well done. How'd you play out there?
Yeah, I knew I had to play quite well against Kate, so I was happy with the way I played, and obviously, I was happy with the win. Certainly over the moon to be in the semis again. So certainly it is on track.
It wasn't an easy assignment for you, 8-5, 8-7, and you got off to a flyer in the first set, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Starting well's, is really important. Hit the ground running, a little sort of thing. You can't afford in sets play to have to try and find it, sort of thing. So got off to a flyer, which was great, and it's really that change of mindset for the second set, just to try and carry the momentum through and try and pretend like it's the same set. Otherwise, funny things happen in the second set. Kate played better, and she had nothing to lose, and I was really happy with how I played the last 4 ends. It was good.
You've been challenged a little bit this tournament, which is what you say you like to do so that you are ready for a semi-final and a final. Is that how you're sort of feeling going into the semi?
Yes, certainly. My draw's been really tough this year. A lot of the really good players qualified, which is what you want for an Australian indoor. But certainly my run's been really hard to the final. So I don't really think there's goods and bads in that. I think you want tough matches. You don't want to go in and have an easy run and win and not be sort of challenged, sort of thing, when you get to the pointy end. So hard games are good games. Had to knuckle down in the second set, but got there. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing the semi.
And part of that included playing twice on day one. So how did that sort of affect your preparation? You don't mind going, back to back with games, do you?
No, I didn't really, because I basically got off and went straight back on again. So I don't think the break does you any good, really. I was quite happy to keep going. So I guess the hard bit with that is concentrating for 4 hours straight. But I managed to get through that, and look, it's got a good semi. Like the 4 players are very quality players, and it's going to be a good finish to the tournament.
Let's look at that. Beck Quayle's the next assignment for you. Tell us what you're thinking.
Never played Beck on carpet, so not really sure sort of what to expect. She obviously plays a bit of a power game, whereas I'm more of a draw bowler, hit when I have to sort of thing. So I guess my idea every game to go out, but also to play Beck, is just to try and put as much pressure with my first 2 bowls as I can, and try and just keep her under pressure, and hopefully that will work, tomorrow. So my first 2 bowls are the key, and just keep that pressure on.
Jeremy, a bit of a case of deja vu into another semi-final of the Australian Indoors. How do you feel after your quarter-final?
Yeah, I feel really good. I was playing Jade. I actually played him in the Aussie Open outdoor, and he got me first round. So it was nice to get a little bit of revenge on him on the indoor surface today.
How are you comparing last year's victory year to this year so far? Are you in a similar vein of form?
Yeah, I'm playing pretty well. There's a lot of room for improvement, yes, but I haven't dropped a set yet, which is good too. So hopefully I can keep going well and play the local hope next, Paul Girdler. So that should be interesting.
What do you know about Paul's game? He's obviously the bowls coordinator here at Tweed Heads, and you're his counterpart at Warilla. What do you know about the way he plays and his strengths?
Oh, well, I've known Paul for years. I used to play for Ireland. He used to play for New Zealand. So we've locked horns a lot of times, and it's a bit of how do you put it? It'll be a bit of rivalry between us.
Just on the quarter-final, you held sway pretty much throughout the course of the first set, but you had to come from behind the second set, didn't you? What did you pull out?
I did. I had to come from behind. I was 6-2 down and 2 against me within 3 inches, and I was lucky enough to draw a side toucher with my last bowl, which gave me a little bit of momentum. So went to 6-3, and then lucky enough I scored the last 3 ends just to get over the line. So I'm very, very happy.
Are you a bowler who likes to chase or lead from the front?
I always like to lead from the front. Everybody would like to lead from the front and win in straight sets, But no, form's pretty good. Pretty confident, and it should be a good game tomorrow.
What would it mean to you now to look ahead to another final and obviously win this tournament back to back? I mean, that would be a significant attribute on your CV, I'm sure.
Oh, it'd be fantastic. Winning this last year and then going on to win the World Cup at Warilla, and then back in the semi-finals again with this, it's fantastic. Just hope I can play well.